Welcome. Today's project's all about manifesting your dreams and desires. What do you dream about? Do you dream about living the life you've always wanted to live, free of anxiety, confident with a partner that you love and with children? What kind of life are you imagining? And now people all the time come to me and say, Brad, I wake up every day and it's just one negative thing after the other for so long, years and years, maybe 30 years, they've been manifesting that negative thing. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 techniques that you can begin doing to manifest the good in your life rather than the negative things that you've been experiencing for so long. And people always say to me, Brad, wake up, one negative thing after the other. And it's just, it is what it is. I can't change. It's been like this my whole life. Why would it ever change? And then they start to become bitter about the world, that the world's against them. Well, of course, this negative manifestation isn't going to change if you're the same person. You have to change who you are in order to change what you manifest in your life. Now, when I was going through my anxiety disorder, I would catastrophize all the time. I would catastrophize over the outcome of the work I have to do tomorrow. I would catastrophize about the doctor's appointment, whatever it was. I was always thinking about the future. And the thing is, whatever I imagined to be the worst case scenario, it never came true, ever. Never, never, never. And if it did, some of it came true, it'd just be to some minimal degree. Nothing that I imagined it. It was always the worst case in my mind, whether it was that illness that I thought I had, right? I would manifest the outcome of that illness, and it was never an illness. It was just my anxiety. So if you can take anything from this video, it's the likelihood of that catastrophic thought happening is next to zero. It's next to zero. Now, I'm going to get into the 3 techniques to help you manifest that good in your life. Number 3 is work on one thing about yourself. Work on one thing about yourself. Anxiety sufferers are in unknown territory. They're confused. They're bewildered. They don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. They've been suffering for a long time, and they try one thing and it fails, and then they go back to their old ways. Well, focus on one thing. What is your goal? Write a contract with yourself saying, my goal is to overcome anxiety in 3 months' time. So when I was suffering, I put anxiety recovery at the top of my values list. Not work, not school. It was overcoming anxiety. Not even my relationships, because I knew that if I work on myself and I focus on me, then once I get to a better place, my relationships will be better. Everything will be better. I will actually manifest the positives in my life once I overcome anxiety, once I get to a better place, once I'm mindful. So what's the picture like? What's the picture like? What do you look like when you're free of anxiety? Describe that to yourself, right? Describe that to yourself in detail. Now, since the anxiety recovery is at the top of my values list, I was listening to podcasts on people overcoming their life challenges that were similar to mine. I was watching videos like you are now, watching mine. I was writing notes. I was focused on overcoming anxiety. I became a student of overcoming anxiety. And during that recovery process, I had to work on the fear of being in public places and having a heart attack or dying, having that panic episode and having nobody around to help me. Also having the fear of people judging me, this guy's weird, look at him, he's acting all funny, what if I die in front of all these people and make a fool of myself, right? So I had to work on exposing myself to situations that made me feel panicky. So I would focus on a situation where, okay, so I feel panicky at the symphony hall. I must overcome that sensitization. I must go to the symphony hall these over and over and over again, so that I can prove to my amygdala that this place is in fact safe and not life-threatening. So after I desensitized myself at the symphony hall and I felt better, what happened? Well, I became braver, and then I was braver at the mall. I was braver at work. I was braver in any social get-together. So work on that one thing. So if that fear is going to the mall, overcome that fear of going to the mall, and you'll find that bleeds out into all other areas of your life, all other social interactions in your life. You'll become braver. You'll feel stronger. You'll feel empowered once you overcome that fear of going to the mall. It bleeds out. So once you conquer that fear of being at the mall, you're going to feel confident and braver at a social get-together. You're going to feel confident at the concert. You're going to feel confident being in that taxi cab, right? Wherever it is, you're going to feel better. But it starts with that one thing. What are you focusing on? What's at the top of your values, right? So make sure that's clear to you. Now, number 2 is change the catastrophic image in your mind. What's that image in your mind that's causing you anxiety? So to be specific, say you're walking down the road and you're imagining one of your family members ill at home because an ambulance triggered your anxiety. Well, this is what you do. You replace that image with a positive image. Maybe you imagined your dad, falling down some stairs or sick, right? And it causes you anxiety for that moment. But then all of a sudden, you replace that image with an image of your dad, strong, healthy, vibrant, right? Glowing. Maybe he looks like a superhero in your mind. And then you start to feel better. Do that over and over and over again. You actually strengthen a new pathway in your brain. So maybe you're imagining yourself in the hospital, sick and ill. Instead of that, replace that image with an image of you maybe looking like a superhero, confident, with a cape flying in the air, strong, healthy. So replace that negative catastrophic image with a new image. And a great way to do this is to wear an elastic band. So when you catch yourself in that state, that negative emotion, you snap that band on your wrist and replace whatever image is in your mind with a powerful, strong image. Maybe it's you with a sword and shield conquering the dragon of chaos, right? You're powerful, you look strong, you look healthy. The more you do that, the more you lessen your grip over that neuronal pathway that's strong with that negative emotion. And the more you keep replacing that negative image with that powerful image, you're strengthening a new pathway, and thus you're entertaining a more positive image. It's really powerful. Number 1 is my favorite, the manifestation movie. I love this technique because I noticed change right away. And the manifestation movie is when you sit in a comfortable environment, quiet, no distractions, and you sit in a meditative state, and you close your eyes and you imagine the day the way you want it to go from morning until night. How do you see yourself interacting at work? How do you see yourself driving to work? How do you see yourself interacting with your kids, your husband, your wife, whoever it is? How do you see yourself at the mall? Confident? How do you see yourself at the job interview? Whatever it is, imagine the day the way you want it to go, and you're speaking directly to your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind recognizes and understands imagery and emotions. This unconscious mind makes up 95% of who you are. So you're speaking directly to that 95% when you imagine how you want to feel, free of anxiety, in that shopping mall, at that concert, at that doctor's office, wherever you are. Manifest that outcome. You'll manifest it unconsciously during your day. During your day, you're going to find that, you're going to feel better at that concert hall. And you'll be like, oh, I've actually conquered this concert hall today better than I've ever conquered it. Huh, interesting. And the manifestation has a huge impact on that outcome, the manifestation movie exercise. So do this, sit with yourself and go through the day from morning until night the way you want it to go, and you'll manifest what your desires for the day unconsciously. That's really, really powerful. Do that every day and you'll see a difference. You'll see a difference right away. As soon as you're done the exercise, you're going to feel better. You're going to be in a confident state. You're going to be in a more empowering state. And so those are the 3 techniques. And I'm going to give you some bonus ones. One of the bonus ones is vision board. I have a vision board in my room of what I want in my life. So it's a board. Right, I got it from Walmart. I put it on the wall, and then I taped pictures of my role models on the board. I taped pictures of what I want my future house to look like. I taped pictures of where I wanted to travel to on the board. I taped pictures of my family and friends, because that's what I want to manifest. I want to manifest the right friends, and I want to manifest, a healthy relationship with my family. So I have a vision board. And what's so great about that is the unconscious mind is always paying attention. So it pays attention to that vision board, and you're going to manifest whatever is at the top of your values list being on that vision board, and it's going to manifest all of those things unconsciously. So a vision board is a great tool, technique to use every day. Just start now. Start with little bits, and you'll find, like, after a week, you're going to have this solid vision board, and it's going to change. You're going to add new role models to that vision board. You're going to add new places that you want to visit. So a vision board is amazing. And affirmations is another great technique, and speak these affirmations out loud. The affirmations of, I am confident, I am powerful, I can achieve anything in my life. So, and I know there's plenty of affirmational videos on YouTube. So when you listen to those affirmations videos, make sure you speak those affirmations out loud. Right? Because remember what I said, the unconscious recognizes imagery and emotions. So the more emotions you give towards that affirmation, the more your unconscious stores that. And it ends up being like that song that's on repeat in your mind. You get that song that's just replaying over and over and over again in your mind. The more you listen to affirmations and speak those affirmations with clarity, the more they go on repeat in your mind. I am confident. I am powerful. I can overcome these challenges. And those are powerful. And that's where I'm going to leave you on today's video. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And remember, do not let anxiety define who you are. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell so that whenever a new video of mine appears, you will be the first to know. Namaste.